Hey everyone. Alright, before I start this video, I really want to say sorry about the severe lack of uploads this year. I just have been really busy with other stuff. And also, I got this new hat about a month ago. So, yeet. So before I start this video, yes, this is a Fortnite video. I know it's kind of a bad way to start it off, but I plan to have two other videos this year, one of which is a Smash video, which I'm having some serious technical difficulties with, and so that might be a while. In fact, I might have to cut it up in separate parts. And the other one is a Pokemon Go video, which is the community day, which for like how many shiny swine-ups I got, but unfortunately, I'm gonna wait until that because there's been an issue with the number correlating between the number that tells you like how powerful your Pokemon is, and also the YouTube community because right now there's an issue with that number that's causing Pokemon Go channels to be taken down. So I'm gonna wait until all that clears out, until all that's fixed, and then I'll upload it. I'll make sure to do it before Tree Killer Community Day since that was announced. So yeah. Other than that, let's just get into the video. Season review. So far, so we're just gonna go from the beginning. Season 7 was a pretty good season so far. It's actually pretty good. Not as like oh amazing, but it's still pretty good. The battle pass was probably one of the best battle passes ever, like, even better than season 6 and 5, maybe even 4. Like, it's really good battle pass, and yeah, it's a really good one. And the thing is, this season lasted 2 weeks longer than normal ones, and of course the last 2 weeks were reserved for overtime. I'm a little miffed on that because honestly, I feel like they could have just shaved off one of the weeks. Because honestly, I'm already kind of ready for season 8, honestly. And yeah. So yeah. So first off, we're gonna go in order for like all the updates and game modes and stuff. I'm not gonna cover everything. I'll just try to go speed around all this. So obviously, when the update went live, I made a video on it and stuff like that. Battle Pass reaction, and of course, when the next, obviously they introduced a bunch of stuff. They introduced a whole new snow area to the map, and then also plains, which was really cool. And it was so amazing just to see all this cool stuff. It was really cool, the new map, and of course, obviously, creative mode. Now, of course, for the first week, creative mode was exclusive to Battle Pass owners, but of course, as this season went on, in the next week, they made it available for everyone, which was really cool, and it was really fun. My favorite part of creative mode, though, was the ability to glitch into the main island and use it there. There is still a glitch for that right now, but it's not as good as the OG, as the season 7 week 1 main island glitch. That was peak. That was amazing. And honestly, I just really want them to give us the option to build on the main island. I just like natively, like, just give us that. I wanna make Despocitoville. Yeah. And again, all the new stuff was crazy. It was great, and yeah. On top of that, there were like it was insane. And then the next update was the Infinity Blade update. So they added the brand new Infinity Blade, which got vaulted like 3 days after. Well, actually, not vaulted, removed, since it wasn't even like in the game anymore. It wasn't even Playground. So yeah, it was removed like 3 days after because everyone hated it, and myself included. Like, it was way too cheap, and it was just an easy way too easy to get victory royales with the thing. Surprisingly enough, I didn't even bother with it because I knew that I would probably never get the sword, and yeah. I actually killed someone that actually had the sword and got a victory royale from that, which was actually kind of cool. But other than that, yeah, it kind of ruined it. And also, it was in the winter. No, was it fall skirmish or winter royale? One of those. It was in there, and everyone was mad about it. So yeah, it got removed. Nothing really other substantial stuff in that update, but who cares? Next update was the Drift Board, which was not actually released in that update. It was delayed to 2 months, but we did get some other juicy stuff in there. First off, obviously they're adding more and more stuff to islands and stuff. Of course, since the Infinity Blade update, they they've Polar Peak has actually been melting more and more, and I think by this by this pre-driftboard update, I think it was almost fully melted. I don't know. It might have been the update after where they finished. Oh, it might have been this one actually. It was melting, and it was some really cool stuff. And yeah, and there's also some developments over at Retail Row with like Durburger and Tomato Head, which was really cool to see. And and on top of that, there was a lot of cool stuff. And then of course, that same update, we got the announcement and next day release of 14 Days of Fortnite, which was a really cool thing. Basically, every single day would be a new challenge, which will release a new reward, and it was really cool. And we also, every single day was either a new or returning game mode, and then every 2 days was either a new returning team game mode. It was really cool. Rest in peace, Disco Domination, because they ruined it in 14 Days of Fortnite. Like, what happened? Like, seriously, bring back the middle dance floor. Just bring it back already. But all the other modes were great, and even some improved ones. Like, Food Fight now has 16, which was really nice. And Team Terror now tells you the pillar locations. Yeah. Back on Team Terror later, though. We got some really good modes, like Unvaulted, One Shot, which I love. And some other cool modes, which was really cool. And it was really nice because it's nice to see like this blend of new and returning modes. Because as I said before, as I said in my Season 6 review, Season 6 had way too many new modes. There were literally only like 3 returning modes in Season 6, and everything else was new. So it was nice to see more returning modes like Score Royale, High Explosive. Well, actually, High Explosive came back in Season 6. Score Royale, Disco Domination, new versions of 50v50. It was really cool. So I was really happy about it, and the rewards were nice. And of course, they also had 3 mini updates within them. This was something kind of new to Season 6, where like they wouldn't release a big update, which is like a mini update, which were like you still update the game, but like there's nothing really downtime. There's a few bug fixes, and then that's it. They introduced 3 of them, which were the presents, which were Christmas only, the boombox, which got vaulted like a month later, nobody really liked them, and then the suppressed sniper rifle, which is actually a pretty good weapon. And of course, obviously, also during this event, there was the snowball launcher came back, which was really nice. I do think it should have been added in the creative mode though. And then after this all ended, it was just a normal time. And then of course we noticed Steve the Spear on top of Polar Peak, and that was interesting. And then of course that Saturday, well actually before then, that same update we got the Scope Revolver, which is probably my favorite weapon in this entire season. It is really good. It's really fun to use, and honestly, the thing kind of might be needing a nerf, and it's really fun though. It's a really good weapon. On top of that, later that Saturday, we got the Season 7 Big Oopsie, which is basically what happened was that Steve the Spear, the Ice King, was inside of it, and then on Saturday it broke out, and then it caused a big storm, which made the whole map snowy, which was cool. Until they realized that this also meant the zombies were back, except with just a coat of paint. And yeah, a lot of people didn't like it, and the storm challenges were even worse because they were extremely grindy compared to the Fortnite challenges. So a lot of people just did not like it. Some people just quit. It was kind of annoying, yeah. And I didn't like it. I did them just to have the wrap because I thought the wrap looked really good. Probably my favorite wrap. And yeah, that is a new addition to Season 7, wraps. Basically, there were like 6 in the Battle Pass, 1 in 14 Days of Fortnite, 1 in Ice Storm, 1 from the supported creator one, the Valentine's one, the one from the overtime, and then the rest are from Item Shop, which is cool. I actually have every single wrap in Season 7 except for the Golden Clouds because I didn't really have any V-Bucks at the time. So yeah, maybe next time it comes around I'll buy it. But yeah. I thought that was just something to cool mention up. It's really nice. Wraps are really good, and the Ice Storm one is probably one of my favorite wraps. And the glider's not bad either. yeah, but obviously, all in all, like this event was not loved at all. Like no, not a lot of people didn't like this event. So yeah, uh, yeah. Um, at least the Ice Queen skin was good, and also at the same time they re-released the Reaper Scythe at one point of a because they accidentally took away the sound effects, which was kind of funny, and I actually bought it there that time. And then, of course, obviously, a few days later, after the Ice Storm event started, we got the Sneaky Snowman item, which was really good, useful for the Ice Storm, since if you put on the Sneaky Snowman, then you can actually hide from the zombies, which was really useful. Of course, not really that useful after the event happened. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets vaulted in Season 8. Uh, and then, of course, after the Ice Storm event ended, thank God, they introduced the chiller grenades. Now, the chiller grenades, it's basically just the chiller trap if it was good, because these things are actually pretty good. They're basically a better impulse grenade, because not only do they act like an impulse grenade, but they also put you on ice, meaning that even if you're not on an inclined surface, you'll still get to pick up a lot of speed, which is really nice. And yeah, I actually like using it, and honestly, yeah, I do kind of see it possibly being in the vault soon, but at the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep it a little longer. And then, of course, after all this, the next update we got bottle rockets, which I'll keep it short and simple. Nobody really liked these things. They're probably really useful. I don't like them. They're way too weak, and honestly, unless they buff them, they need to be vaulted. They're really only here for like Chinese New Year, even though they're still in the game right now. So yeah, they need to go. Like more than the chill grenades, honestly. Like yeah, unless they buff them. And then of course, also on top of that, there was like there were some other like cool stuff in this, but of course, in between the chill grenades and the bottle rockets, we're forgetting about probably the biggest thing in Season 7, the marshmallow event. So basically, on February 1st, and the night of February 1st, they released the marshmallow skin, Mellow Rider back bling, Mellow Rider glider, and the Marsh Walk emotes. And then they also released Showtime challenges, which will give out a Keep It Mellow emote, which has 3 different animations, and the Marsh, like the Marshy Smasher pickaxe, which is probably a really good pickaxe, and then the marshmallow spray. It was really cool, and it was really fun also. And the challenges were extremely easy. They only lasted for like 3 days, but they were still extremely easy. And the marshmallow event happened the next day at 2 p.m. and it was insane. It lasted for about 10 minutes, had some of Marshmallow's great tunes. I didn't really know anything about him, really. I really only knew him about like this. Actually, I knew about Marshmallow before Fortnite, but I don't really listen to music that much, although it is, I am interested though. I will give him that. Maybe that was the point. And it was really fun. The marshmallow skin, it was also reactive, so that like when you do an emote, it would light up, which was really cool. And yeah, it was an amazing event. And also, like 12 hours later, they did an encore version of the event, which was basically the same thing, but for people who missed out on the first round. And also, it had a different, like, different voice clips from Marshmallow, because the Marshmallow voice clips were actually live. So, of course, there's different ones. And I think there were some other, like, few minor differences. Yeah. Yeah. Also, RIP 5th team leader. Of course, the next day, well, of course, that same night, we saw the introduction of the return of the NFL skins, which was really cool. They told us that like a couple days prior. And then, of course, the next day we got the pigskin toy, only for 24 hours, which does kind of suck. But it was really cool. And then, of course, yeah, the pigskin toy was really useful. I do kind of wish it lasted like for 48 hours or something. I do think only 24 hours was kind of a big understep. And of course, obviously, they also introduced NFL Rumble, which is basically just Rams versus Patriots, because that was the Super Bowl theme. I still won't forgive Sicko Mode I won't forgive the NFL at all. Because why did they not play Sweet Victory? Okay, I'm gonna Sweet Victory default dance. Yeah, But yeah, so obviously back to the updates. So after Bottle Rockets, the next update was it's kind of chill. The next update was actually very chill. Well, actually, before the update, we got the Cobalt Starter Pack, which is really cool, and we also got the Prisoner Skin, which actually had unlockable forms, and they would be released accordingly. So obviously, when the Prisoner Skin came out, we could get this. There was the first form, which was base, and then the second form, which you can get by getting a key in the Polar Peak Castle, and then the third form you get from like a campfire in the in the hill north of Paradise Palms, and then the last one's like on a like by just going to a like a little ritual north of Wailing Woods, which was interesting. So yeah, I do really like it. It does look like Fire Thanos though. I just wish it had like a golden gauntlet with some colored rocks on it, maybe some fruity pebbles. Of course, the update after the bottle rockets was the big one, which is the era we're currently in. This update introduced the infantry rifle, the Cupid, the limited time return of the Cupid's crossbow, which will probably be going away when season 8 starts, and of course the Share the Love event. Basically, Share the Love event is ongoing right now. And some of it's ended, like the supporter creator Cuddle Hearts wrap, which lasts until the 22nd, and I think gifting just went away. I'm not sure about that though, because I still see it. So maybe it might have, maybe they extended it to until the 27th. I could be wrong. And of course, they also introduced featured Island Frenzy, where every single day there's a new featured island in creative mode. There are new, and they also have brand new overtime challenges, which are kind of like a week 11. And this is really cool because, of course, there are some overtime challenges. First off, there are 3 completely optional Battle Pass only overtime challenges for people who own the Season 7 Battle Pass, which will give them new edit styles for Powder, Trog, Onesie, all looking really great. And then, of course, we have 16 new challenges which are available to everyone, which you will get stuff like the Valentine's Wrap, the Vines Contrail, the 11th story loading screen, which is for like the prisoner, a Season 7 loading screen, a banner, and of course a free Season 8 Battle Pass, which is insane. My one problem, rest in peace defaults. They will not be forgotten. In fact, I've decided to make February 27th National Default Appreciation Day. Everyone needs to be a default that day. I'll keep that real with you. Yeah, so unfortunately, yeah, while defaults will probably become extinct after the 28th, it's still really cool to see a free battle pass. Like, that is insane. And the thing is that some people, if they really wanted to, the thing is, because you get 1,500 V-Bucks from the battle pass, so they could save 1,000 for the next battle pass, and then keep doing it over and over again, and then they never have to pay for any more battle passes, which is insane. So if you guys want to do that, then be my guest. Oh, epic. Flossing. Give me a second. I gotta floss. You can't see my hands, but whatever.